Hi, this is Phil Necro. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
This is Mark the Banks. I'm on deck with Tyler Redmond.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm Tyler Redmond. As always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you can stay up to date with everything going on in Braves country. And of course, if you're an Atlanta Braves fan, there's a lot to talk about right now. Of course, the trade deadline is tomorrow at 4 p.m. And the Braves just acquired a new starting pitcher, which is a good thing. Tommy Milone from the Baltimore Orioles, for two players to be named later from the Braves. He is 1-4 with a 3.99 ERA, 31 strikeouts in 29 1/3 innings of work. He's a 10-year veteran. He can bring some stabilization to the Braves' rotation, and they need it right now. Of course, they've been injury-plagued and have just fallen off this year compared to years prior. But we'll find out more about him tonight. He takes on the Phillies. Yep, that's right. He starts the game tonight versus the Phillies. Hopefully he'll have an immediate impact for the Braves in Game 3 of the Braves versus the Phils. Of course, this is the last time those two teams will face each other this year. And in a division so close right now, the Braves really need to win tonight. But I don't think the Braves are done at the trade deadline. That's why I'm talking to you right now. I think they're going to go out and get more. I told you yesterday that I thought they could go out and get 2 pitchers. Now I think it could be 3. We're going to stick around for that. I'll tell you more about it later. But here are the possibilities. From the Indians, of course, Clevenger and Plesac have been talked about all over baseball media. The Indians, if they're going to make this trade, they're going to want major league level players right now. Of course, they are in the postseason hunt, no doubt about it. They are in first place in their division, 1 game up on the White Sox. They need major league players right now if they're going to compete this year, and that's what they want. And the asking price for these 2 pitchers is very high, but they're more likely to deal Clevenger. But even that asking price is very high. But what's their biggest needs, right? Let's take a look there. For the Indians, first of all, they need starting pitchers returned, at least one. If they trade them both, which is unlikely, they of course need starting pitching returned. The Braves are not deep there, but the Indians also need an outfielder and a backup catcher, and that the Braves do have. So maybe an Alex Jackson or a William Contreras could make the deal happen. I think Contreras would probably be more of what the Indians are going to look for in that regard, provided he's actually MLB ready. So the Braves are also deep in the outfield. Of course, you know that if you follow this channel. So pick your man if you want to make this trade. Duvall, Ender, Camargo, Drew Waters. Pick your man. But Ender and Duvall obviously are the most ready out of that bunch. They're the ones starting right now for the Braves. This is just the asking price. This is not anything I'm recommending. I just think that if the Braves would make this trade, they'd have to pay a high price, and this being it. So don't read into it. This is not what I recommend. I doubt this move happens, if I'm being honest, but I wanted to address it. So moving on to the Angels. Dylan Bundy is a name that has caught a lot of interest for the Braves and a lot of interest for other teams. Any team that's not in the postseason hunt, if they make a trade, they're going to want prospects. And the Braves have that as much as anyone. The Angels are not really in the hunt right now. So could there be a move for the Angels with Dylan Bundy coming to the Braves? They could go for Kyle Wright. They could go for Kyle Muller, Tucker Davidson. Any of the guys we know about in the minors, they could be coming for him. So that's pretty much all there is to talk about there. Moving on to the Giants. We talked extensively about the Giants the other day, so if you want a more in-depth look at it, you can click the video in the card above. But the Giants, of course, have Johnny Cueto, Kevin Gausman, and Drew Smyly. Same as above, they need prospects. Not a lot to talk about there. They're not in competition to win anything this year. They're looking to the future, no doubt about it. So that's pretty much it. Expect them to trade for prospects if they make a trade with the Braves. Kyle Muller, Kyle Wright, Tucker Davidson, anybody in the prospects that you're excited about, they're going to want those guys. So let's move on to the team that I think the Braves are most likely to make a trade with, and that is the Texas Rangers. So Mike Minor and Lance Lynn have been talked about extensively by me, by Braves media, as a potential trade market. So this is the move I would personally like to see from the Braves based on what we know. I think that both of these teams could help each other here. Mike Minor and Lance Lynn for a combination of prospects plus possibly perhaps Inciarte and or Camargo. That would benefit both teams. It would give them some veteran players plus giving them prospects and give the Braves desperately needed starting pitching. So this is the deal that makes sense to me. I would like to see the Braves get both of these guys, both Mike Minor and Lance Lynn. But if I'm picking one, I want Lance Lynn. He has the more attractive numbers. He's got a 1.9 ERA, and he'd be a number 2 starter for the Braves behind Max Fried. He'd be a number 1 on a lot of teams, though. In his last 3 starts against San Diego, Oakland, and LA, He's averaging a quality start in each of those, and this is what the Braves need. Minor has a 5+ ERA, but a change of scenery to a team that actually has a chance at winning something could change his luck. He is a free agent at the end of this year, so we'll have to wait and see what the Braves do. We'll update you here as soon as we can, as soon as we know what the Braves do at the deadline. Of course, Alex Anthopolous is going to try to work his magic. Maybe he'll be able to do it. Tune in tonight for the Braves versus the Phillies. Again, it is the last time they face each other this year, and it is also Tommy Milone's first start as a Brave. So tune into that. That is at 7 o'clock tonight. I'll see you there. I'll be watching along with you, but, of course, tune back in here for more trade information and, of course, everything you need to know going on in Braves country. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time on deck.
Hi, I'm Daryl Cheney. I'm a former baseball player for the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds, and I'm talking to you from up here in Helen, Georgia, where I host an annual golf celebrity tournament called the Daryl Cheney Invitational. I know it's tough times for everybody, but if you have the knack, the need, the desire, the heart, and a little extra cash, our website is www.unitedwaywhitecounty.org. Your life matters because God says it does, and whatever you can do for United Way will matter. Thank you.